I'm Anthony Farinella.
Anthony Farinella. That's Italian.
Yeah, yes it is. Very Italian.
So tell me, Anthony, about your back pain.
Okay, well it started my end of my sophomore, beginning of my junior year in college. I was a kicker in college, played football, and it began with just my lower back pain, nothing else. I went to the team doctors. They diagnosed me for a disc problem. I was rehabbing that for a couple of years actually, and it was not getting better. It actually got worse and moved into my neck also.
Wow.
So then I started dealing with neck and lower back pain. Eventually, we decided to bring me home to Chicago. I was going to school in Ohio, and
but you couldn't finish your fourth year.
No,
as a kicker.
I didn't play my fourth year because the pain was so bad, and it was just better off. It was better for the future, my future, to take that year off and just try and get healthy and find what was wrong. First and foremost, figuring out what was wrong was the most important thing, as I was not getting better. So I went to a couple of rehab places out in Ohio. Every time I would be discharged, it was the same problem. I didn't feel any better. Didn't feel like I could handle it on my own. Didn't feel like I had the knowledge, the tools to do it. Eventually it came to the point where I broke down, had to call my parents and said I can't do it anymore, I need to come home.
Wow, that's so stressful.
Yeah, it definitely, I was a person who I believed my whole life I was mentally strong until the point where I wasn't, and I couldn't do it on my own anymore.
Pain will break you.
Oh yeah.
Pain will break you.
So at that point I can't come home. I got an MRI, finally another one, but this time I was seen by a doctor, and a doctor we believed that, knew what he was doing and was able to specialize in this. And he recommended me to one place out here, which was supposed to be, one of the better back places. I ended up having the same problem. By the end of the time I was discharged, didn't have the tools, didn't have the knowledge, and I didn't feel like I was getting better.
Wow.
At that point...
How long ago was that?
That was last January when I was discharged. Yeah, about a year. And that was, again, just really stressful because I'm a person who I do everything I'm told. I'll work hard at whatever you guys tell me, and I was doing everything all day, and it just wasn't helping. So we looked again, searched again, and that's when we found this place.
Sure. How did you find it?
Just online. My dad, he did most of the research, as at that point my mental state wasn't the best, so he helped me a lot. He did most of our research, and he found this place, and he said, let's give it a try. We've tried 3 other places, let's give it a try. It had good reviews. So I came here, and just the first interview with Bonnie, just that day the physical therapist. Just that day, I knew that this was the place for me, because I saw really the 3 main areas you guys do.
Right.
It's not just physical therapy. You have traction and you have chiropractic therapy.
Right.
And that really excited me. That was what really did it. I left that meeting. I was ecstatic. Me and my parents in the car, we were talking. We thought this was the place.
Right.
Because you guys attack it in so many different places, and back injuries are so severe and so difficult to heal that you can't just have one area to help.
Yeah, it's definitely a team here.
Oh yeah, and the team outside of the program, I love the team itself. Is great people, very knowledgeable. I loved it, and they really care about you. That's what I love.
Sure.
So another thing that we really loved was the fact that I didn't really have to explain what I had been through. You guys already understood this is what you deal with, and you guys really took me into consideration of what my issues were and really looked at that.
Awesome.
And that's what I liked.
Awesome. Now, how are you feeling today?
Today I'm a different person than I was when I first came here. I'm happier. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I have all the tools. I'm running again for the first time in 4 years, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
That feels great.
How far do you run?
I ran 1.5 miles.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I ran 1.5 miles and I felt great. No back pain, no neck pain, just a little knee pain. But I come in here and right away I have the knowledge now how to solve my knee.
Awesome. It's
just strengthening my quad. So I'm happier, which makes the process of healing a lot easier.
Right. And you put in the effort, because it takes effort.
Oh yeah, you have to definitely do what they tell you and be ready to work.
Sure.
But at this point, I was ready to do just about anything to get healthy, and I really put in the work. And along with the team, it really is a team effort. You need your family, or your people, your loved ones around you, and the people here. and yourself, of course.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. That's awesome. Yeah, when I looked over the MRI, you had degeneration of the end plate, which is typically the most difficult to solve, and the key to the solution is really the decompression in conjunction with the stabilization. And when you came in, I know your score was a 60, and I don't know if you know what that means, but we score your level of disability, and you were 60% disabled, which typically anybody above 40 is typically a candidate for surgery, which is a good thing you didn't get it. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely did not want surgery. I'd heard from many people. I was a football player, so I had some teammates who'd had it done.
Right.
It wasn't something. I wanted a lasting effect. I wanted a lasting, something that I could do on my own, something that would heal me, and I wouldn't have to continue to, come back and have more surgery down the line. I really do believe this is the place for me, and I found the right place.
Awesome. Now, if somebody was watching this video and they were interested in the Illinois Back Institute, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, you're crazy if you don't come today.
Right.
And you really don't. You'd be crazy not to. At least give it a chance.
Sure.
Because this is the place. I've been other places. I've done just about everything you can do. This place, they help you both with the 3 different areas, with the great people, and just with the support. They don't just support. They don't just have the knowledge of physical therapy. They support you mentally too, because it's not just physical. It's also a mental challenge.
But when the pain gets that bad, like you said, it breaks you, right?
Yeah, it's Vani would always, she'd tell me, you have to be able to work through it and smile and understand that being happy and knowing and understanding what's going on and knowing that you will, as long as you work, get better. Your mental state also helps that. And it just was really awesome. I really enjoyed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Man. Before you came in, did you have any questions in your mind about the Illinois Back Institute? You thought, I wonder if they will be able to help me. I wonder what the environment's like. Is it just chiropractic? Is it just physical therapy? Anything along those lines?
I was just confused on, why no other places had the multiple things that you guys have here, the different areas, the different, areas of specialties here all in one. I was confused when I first came here. I was like, I saw it and I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Why would none of the other places that I paid for to go to have all this? Because it seems like everybody should know that back injuries, it doesn't take just physical therapy. It doesn't take just chiropractic. So I was more so just confused on why other places haven't adopted this method, and why it took so long for other places to realize that this is really what it takes. It takes multiple things.
Yeah, it's interesting because typically chiropractors, they treat the joints in the back, right? And physical therapists, they work with all the muscles. And the one thing that we do that's different than, say, a chiropractor or a physical therapist, above me on the fact that it is team-based, is we work also on the disc. And we're the only ones who do that. And we do that because of the problem I had. Because I smashed my back when I jumped off a cliff.
Ooh.
Yeah, into water. I wasn't jumping onto land. But so I suffered, and I figured a way out, and that's why we do what we do.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's a relief, and I recommend it to this day to everybody I know with a back issue or any sort of issue, because it really is. I mean, yes, it is a back and neck clinic, but it really is. You guys do fix and you do help so many different parts of the body. I come in here with calf pain, I come in here with ankle pain, knee pain. I leave that day knowing that I can fix that too. So I really do enjoy it, and I really do wish anybody who has any sort of issues would come here and at least give it a try. It will change your life.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
No problem. It's easy to talk about something you believe in. It really is. It's like writing a paper when you actually enjoy the subject. It's really easy to talk about, and it's easy to recommend to people, because this is what I believe is, the next step in the rehab process. Our society is moving down a path where their postures are really starting to affect their lives and starting to affect back injuries, and I believe that this is going to be a very important part, because you guys don't just teach us how to get healthy. You teach us after we get healthy how to stay healthy, which is, in my opinion, more important than anything else you could do.
That's awesome. Yeah, it gives you the longevity. Yeah. If you put in the time and the effort and you understand the concepts, you're stable, and it doesn't come back.